If an interviewer asked you right now, "So, what are your strengths?" would you know exactly what to say? Or would you start listing random traits and hoping something sounds impressive? In this video, you'll learn how to give a sharp, confident answer that actually helps you get the job. What are your strengths? Sounds simple, but it can make or break your interview. This is where the interviewer decides. Are you self-aware? Do you understand the role? Can you clearly explain the value you bring? A vague answer can make you forgettable. A focused answer can make you stand out from everyone else they talk to that day. When they ask, "What are your strengths?" they're not just fishing for compliments. They're really asking three things. First, can you do this job well? Second, will you be reliable and easy to work with? And third, do your strengths match the problems they need solved right now? Your answer should connect your strengths directly to their needs. Start with the job description. Look for patterns. Are they emphasizing communication, problem solving, leadership, attention to detail, or technical skills? Highlight 3 to 5 qualities they repeat or strongly imply. These are your target strengths. Your goal is not to list every strength you have. It's to choose the ones that matter most for this specific job. Next, list your own strengths. Think about what people consistently praise you for. Maybe organizing chaos, explaining complex ideas simply, staying calm under pressure, or learning new tools quickly. Narrow it down to 3 to 5 strengths that overlap with the job description. Those are the ones you'll focus your answer on. Avoid vague words like hardworking or team player on their own. Instead, turn them into sharp, specific strengths. For example, instead of "I'm a good communicator," say, "I excel at breaking down complex information for non-technical stakeholders." Instead of "I'm organized," say, "I build simple systems that keep projects on track and prevent details from slipping through the cracks." For each strength you choose, prepare a short example using the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. Briefly explain the context, what needed to be done, what you did, and the positive outcome. This turns a claim like, "I'm good at managing deadlines," into a memorable story that proves it. Here's an example for an entry-level role. One of my key strengths is learning new tools quickly. In my last semester, I joined a project where we used software I had never seen before. The timeline was tight, so I created a study schedule, watched tutorials, and practiced daily. Within a week, I was comfortable enough to help classmates troubleshoot. As a result, we delivered our project early, and our professor highlighted our efficient use of the new tool. For a mid-level role, a core strength of mine is organizing complex projects. In my current role, we had a cross-team initiative where deadlines kept slipping. I created a simple project tracker, clarified responsibilities, and set up quick weekly check-ins. Within 2 months, we were consistently hitting our milestones, and the project finished on time with fewer last-minute issues. For a senior role, one of my biggest strengths is developing and empowering high-performing teams. When I took over my current department, turnover was high and goals were unclear. I worked with each manager to define clear metrics, created growth plans for key people, and held regular feedback sessions. Over the next year, engagement scores rose significantly, turnover dropped, and the team exceeded revenue targets by double digits. Avoid these common mistakes. First, rambling. Don't list 10 strengths with no examples. Second, being too generic. If anyone could say it, it's not memorable. Third, humble bragging in a way that sounds insincere. And fourth, giving strengths that don't match the role, like talking about design skills for a purely financial position. Aim for confident but grounded. Speak clearly, maintain steady eye contact, and own your achievements without exaggeration. Use phrases like, "One strength I'm known for is," or "Colleagues often rely on me for." This shows your strengths are based on real feedback and results, not just your opinion. Here's a simple framework you can plug into any interview. First, briefly name 2 or 3 strengths that match the job. Second, give one short STR example that highlights one of those strengths in action. Third, Link it back to the role by saying how these strengths will help you succeed in this specific position. Before your next interview, do this exercise. 1. Pick a real job posting you care about. 2. Highlight 3 to 5 strengths the role clearly needs. 3. Write down your own matching strengths. 4. Create one SDR example for each. Then practice saying your answer out loud until it feels natural, not memorized. If you do this, you won't panic when they ask, "What are your strengths?" You'll be ready